Every time Microsoft buys a product you actually like, it's like watching a Final Destination movie. You don't know how it's going to die, but you know it's coming. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next year. But eventually that product will be bloated, broken, or buried. Let's not pretend we didn't see this coming. Skype? That thing used to be the face of internet calls. Now it's just that weird app on your desktop you accidentally open once a year and immediately close. Wunderlist? A clean, efficient, to-do app people loved. Then Microsoft bought it, slow-walked it off a cliff, and told us to use Microsoft To Do, a product that somehow manages to be both newer and worse. It's like replacing your dog with a stuffed animal and saying, "This one doesn't shed." And that's just the beginning. Let's take a stroll through Microsoft's digital graveyard. Over here lies Mixer, the streaming platform that once dared to challenge Twitch. Microsoft hyped it up, threw Ninja at it, and then quietly suffocated it in its sleep. Remember Nokia? The company that gave us the indestructible brick phones we still use to kill spiders today. Microsoft bought it for billions, failed spectacularly at making Windows phones a thing, then bailed faster than Clippy could say, "It looks like you're writing a resignation letter." Yeah, that's still technically alive, like a zombie in a hoodie wandering through your company's intranet. No one uses it willingly. It's just there, existing, sad. But it's not just about the individual corpses. It's the pattern. There's a playbook here, and Microsoft runs it like clockwork. Step 1. Find a product with a strong community and momentum. Step 2. Buy it. Step 3. Try to integrate it into the Microsoft ecosystem, usually by attaching Microsoft accounts like digital barnacles. Step 4. Force it to speak fluent UI or make it run inside Teams for no reason. Step 5. Either rename it, rebrand it, or retire it, depending on how confused the users are. You've seen this movie before. You know how it ends. And sure, not every acquisition gets the axe. Some products survive, kind of. GitHub is still alive, but now it's got Copilot, a Microsoft-branded AI buddy that sometimes writes useful code, and sometimes writes an entire recursive loop that wipes your database.
You're inside a simulation of a simulation inside a simulation of a simulation inside
the Matrix.
Mojang still makes Minecraft, but good luck navigating the login process if you haven't merged your legacy account with your Xbox Live profile and whatever third layer of Microsoft Authenticator hell they added last week. LinkedIn survived too, but it now feels like Facebook with more spreadsheets and fewer birthday posts. Now, why does this keep happening?
You can't keep getting away with it!
Some say it's strategy. Microsoft wants to fold everything into their productivity empire. They don't want good products to exist unless they fit the one Microsoft vision. Others think it's a control thing. If they can't build it, they'll buy it, and if they can't maintain it, they'll smother it with SharePoint integration until the user base screams. Maybe it's just bureaucracy. Microsoft's a giant ship, and every time it tries to steer a nimble startup, it ends up crashing it into a wall of meetings and compliance reports. To be fair, things have improved under Satya Nadella. The Microsoft of 2012 and the Microsoft of now aren't exactly the same beast.
Are you a different animal and the same beast?
What the f does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
But even so, every time Microsoft announces a new acquisition, we all collectively hold our breath. When they bought GitHub, the dev community went full panic mode, half expecting Visual Studio to be shoved into every repo like spyware. So far it's okay, but that's the thing. It's so far. The curse doesn't strike instantly, it waits. So if you ever see a press release that says Microsoft is excited to welcome insert beloved product here to the family, just know that's not a welcome, that's a warning. Start migrating your data, export your notes, light a candle, because once the Grim Reaper gets his hands on your favorite tool, you're already on borrowed time. Oh, and if, for some twisted reason, you still want to one day work at Microsoft, why not check out Code Crafters? Their platform gives you access to unique projects that will help you stand out from the competition without the clown shoes and nose. Want to build an HTTP or DNS server from scratch? Check. Hell, you can even craft your own version of Git. All while others are still struggling to center that annoying div in their to-do app. You can start some projects free of charge, and if you use my link in the description, you can get yourself a whopping 40% off, so hurry up. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to share and subscribe to become a fellow Codehead.